Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Right now I've realized I'm kind of at a point in my life where I just want to make more art. I want to create more, I want to be more creative. And I was thinking about that especially during exam season over the past month. And I was stuck in my exams and I was just dreaming about creating more. And I've realized I usually fall into this cycle where when I can't make art, when I can't paint or draw, I really want to, I really dream about being able to, but then when I have the opportunity, I often push it back because I'm not inspired, because I don't know what I want to draw, because I'm afraid that it'll be ugly, that it won't be good enough. But that's a little bit foolish. I mean, I might as well just create things. And it's only by making more art that I can one day be proud of what I'm making. So in this video, I'll try to sort of warm up to get back into making art. And if you are kind of struggling with the same things, or you just used to like to make art and miss it, or you just want to draw along, then please take your pens and your paper and come make some art with me. In this first piece that you're seeing now, the prompt was a duck with an umbrella, and the aim was really just to loosen up, doodle, color, have fun. I don't use colored pencils that often, but here I just figured, oh, it's just a little doodle that I'm coloring in. I didn't really use any references except when coloring, because I forgot what color ducks are. But other than that, for the drawing and the setting and everything, I didn't use any references. The idea was just to have an idea in my mind and put it down on paper. And I really had fun. I really enjoyed this. It's just a little book that my friends gave me for my birthday, and it has all these prompts on this sort of like very smooth but quite thin paper, so I figured colored pencils would be really good for that. And I might do some line work or things like that for the other pages. I'll try to do some more pages because I really enjoyed that prompt. And for the second piece, I started off with, as you can see, this sort of tiny little thumbnail painting that I painted actually on the train, because the view that I'm painting was actually inspired by a photo I took while traveling. And I made that little painting not actually whilst looking at the reference. I mean, I had the reference in mind. That's definitely what I was painting, but I didn't really look at it too closely. And I really liked how the colors turned out, because I wasn't really trying to replicate the real colors. And I liked how they bled together, because I wasn't really trying to capture the exact shapes. I really like how free and loose it is. And then so I made a second smaller painting, which I also really liked. It didn't have all the same elements, but I added a lot of colored pencil, and so it had sort of almost a cartoony little feel to it, which I really liked. And so now what I was doing was creating a larger version. The idea was to add a little bit more detail, particularly around the rocky riverbank, because in the reference photo, the riverbank had rocks on it, and it kind of disappeared in my other paintings. But I wanted that to be clearer, and yeah, to have a little bit more detail. So I was sort of taking my time with it. Once again, it was to warm up, to get back into watercolors, get back into figuring out how to mix my colors that I want, how to use my paint brushes in a way that I'm happy with, and just, yeah, feel that feeling in my hands again. And yeah, I think I really did that, and I felt a lot better, a lot more confident after doing it, which is a little bit counterintuitive, because seeing the final product, I was not a huge fan of the larger one. I really liked my smaller versions, but I feel that the elements that I liked about the first two versions weren't really present enough in the final one. I do really like the depths, as you will see, the depth that the rocks have. That was sort of something I wanted to work on, to make those little rocky riverbank areas a little bit more detailed. But I feel that in looking for that detail and almost that realism, I lost the other elements that I liked. The sort of cartoony feel from the colored pencils I didn't get as much, and I didn't get nearly enough bleeding through of the colors, bleeding into one another. So there are some elements that I think I lost a little bit. I think another main issue is that every time I was taking reference for each of these paintings on the previous painting I'd just done, instead of using the reference photo, and that's because I really liked what I had done at the beginning with the colors and the sort of composition without the reference photo. So I figured, oh, I'll just base my painting on that, but there's not enough sort of information on there to make something really, I mean, I was basically inventing details that aren't on the picture. And yeah, I think I lost a little bit of the stuff that I liked, but I am still pretty happy. I think the light is really nice on the actual seaweed, which is what's in the middle. I don't know if it's seaweed, if it's in a river, but those sort of river plants that were flowing really nicely with the river. And yeah, I think I was generally still pretty happy, and I did get what I wanted out of it, which was to warm up and to feel a little bit better about painting. Right now I have a summer before my life gets more chaotic again, and I go back to university in a course that is more difficult than the one I've been on so far. So the idea right now is to experiment, to try new things, to explore what interests me, and study a lot of art stuff, and just, yeah, I mean, I have all these ideas and inspiration right now, and I really want to take advantage of that and share that with you and sort of keep myself motivated. I also want to explore a bunch of new mediums. Right now I'm going to be doing sort of some more basic mediums that I'm comfortable with, because this is more about warming up, about getting back into it, but there's so many mediums that I've been wanting to try. I've been wanting to try pastels, gouache, acrylics, just so much stuff that I have around the house and I've tried occasionally here and now, but I've never really gotten into it. So that's what I want to do over the summer. I also decided to cut up my pothos plant and put it in little jars so I can get more pothos plants. I've been trying to make my room, because where I'm painting is in my bedroom, a little bit more inspiring, cozy, just somewhere where I feel good about sitting down and making art, a place that feels quite sort of clean but also pretty, and I figured a nice plant would be a good way to do that. I'll try to update you guys on how the plant is going. If you have any name suggestions, there are 4 plants, so 4 of them that you can name. Please let me know. I will try to brainstorm as well. Alright, well, that's the end of the video. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me, for warming up, and I hope I've inspired you to get back into art as well, to start creating a little bit more, and I hope that you were able to make a little bit of art during this video as well. I will be trying out a bunch of new things, and I hope I'll be able to post a lot more and share my journey with you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.